Shemai, Yasher Allah, Yahweh, Allahayanawa, Yahweh, Achad, Shemai, Yasher Allah, Yahweh, Allahayanawa, Yahweh, Achad, Shemai, Yasher Allah, Yahweh, Allahayanawa, Yahweh, Achad. Hear, O Israel, Yahweh, our power, Yahweh is one. Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. Bless you, Yahweh. Bless you, Yahweh Shai. Call Haloyim La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. All praises be unto Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai, in the name of the Holy Spirit. First and foremost, I would like to give honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Okay, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, blessing, and salutation to the Akim that are pushing this word throughout the four corners of the earth in all truth and sincerity. All right, Lord willing, this reaches the ears of the hopeful elect. All right, it's your brother Kazak Tezabah coming at you once again through the power and spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. All right. So, hey, man, it's a lot going on, man. All right. It's a lot going on. You know, the times that we're living in, you know, things are speeding up. Okay. The Lord has given us signs. Okay. He's given us prophecies. All right. And all this is boosting our spirit. Okay. Because as we see these things play out in the earth, all right, we're knowing that our redemption draweth nigh, man. You know, that our deliverance, if we be of the elect, Lord willing, we are, you know, that it's soon to come. Okay. Very, very near. All right. You know, but we're at the end of this man's system. We're at the end of this beast system in this man's kingdom. Okay. And this devil knows it too. Okay. And so that's why he's starting to get sloppy. He's fumbling, stumbling over his feet. Okay. And this place is slowly but surely being decapitated, man. All right. You know, so without further ado, this is Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 5. It says, "Thus saith Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, power and evil, and only evil, behold, is come, and in is come, the end is come. It watches for thee, behold, it is come." All right. So there's a great evil in the earth, man. All right. You know, there's a war going on right now. All right. Yeah, there's some pockets of war, you know, physical war happening throughout the various places throughout the earth. However, there's a spiritual war that's going on right now. Okay. And that spiritual war is the war between good and evil. All right. And here you have the men of the Lord, okay, who are meditating and occupied in prophecies and being watchmen, okay, you know, feeding the flock, okay, by ways of, you know, current event and his prophecy, okay, filtering out what's going on in the world and letting you know through the Holy Scriptures, okay. You know, we're not to hold our peace. You know, for instance, let me get the book of Acts real quick. It's the book of Acts, chapter 18 and verse 9. "Then spake Yahweh to Paul, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai to Paul in the night by a vision." It says, "Be not afraid, but speak, and hold not thy peace. For I am with thee, and no man shall set on thee to hurt thee, for I have much people in this city." Okay. You know, so, hey, you know, the Lord said specifically out of his mouth to hold not your peace. Okay. And then as watchmen, this is what we're to do. All right. Because the Lord, you know, even though there's, you know, you got left-handed spirits, you got right-handed spirits too. Okay. And the right-handed spirits, okay, the angels, all right, you know, are winning. Okay. And they're with us. Okay. They're with us. Okay. You know, so that war is going on right now. You got Esau, you got Jacob. okay, both good and bad, man. You know, Cain and Abel, you know, and Cain, murdered his brother, okay, murdered Abel, all right, and therefore a mark was set upon him, but it was a spiritual mark, okay, and then when he came back through the reincarnation of Esau, okay, that mark became physical in terms of leprosy, you see. But there's a spiritual and there's a war between good and evil. All right. But let me read that again. Ezekiel 7:5. Thus saith Yahweh Shem Yahshua, power and evil, and only evil is, behold, is come, and is come, the end is come, it watches for thee, behold, it is come. Okay, because the evils, okay, are coming after the righteous, in every aspect, okay. You got the so-called elite, okay, these Illuminati, okay, which is so-called the illuminated ones, okay, the light bearers, all right, and they have, they're on the left-handed side. However, you have the right-handed side, where the true light bearers, okay, and the Illuminati term is obviously demonized because of the wickedness that they push, all right. But us having the Spirit of the Lord upon us, man, we're the true light bearers, okay, and therefore we're bringing it out, man, and exposing everything that this man has done, man, okay, and all the wickedness that he's promoted, all right, and we're bringing out this truth, okay, and the truth is what's going to set us free, okay, but let me just get to the lesson. I know it's kind of rambling, but the thing that I really wanted to speak on, it's not a soda or anything. It's just coffee, cold brew coffee. But it's a lot going on, man. All right. I want to say yesterday, Elon Musk, all right, his Neuralink was approved by the FDA, all right, and I want to just read on it real quick through the Spirit. Let me just pull it up. All right, here we go. This is I pull up the Washington Post. It says Elon Musk Neuralink says it has FDA approval for human trials. Okay, it says Elon Musk brain implant company said Thursday evening that it has regulatory approval. Sloppy, it's getting a little warm in here. Has regulatory approval to conduct first clinical trial of its experimental CHIP in humans. Approval by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration would mark a milestone for the company, which has been developing a device surgical inserted into the brain by a robot and capable of decoding brain activity and linking it to computers. Up until now, the company has conducted research only on animals. All right. It says further down, it says the FDA doesn't typically confirm approvals for human clinical trials, but offered a statement Friday. The FDA acknowledges and understands that Neuralink has announced that its investigational device exemption for its implant R1 robot was approved by the FDA, and that it may now begin conducting human clinical trials for its device, an agency spokesman said in a statement Friday. All right. So the FDA has approved it. And previously, I want to say back in January, if I'm not mistaken, there was a 6-month trial, okay, of human testing, and we're coming to the end of that, all right, here in June, okay, and it's all tying in, man. Everything is tying in together. If you notice, all these events, okay, are taking place within 2 to 3 months, within 2 or 3 months of each other. Okay, you got the debt ceiling. Okay, you got the Neuralink. Okay, the talks about the C-hip. All right, you got come July, you got Fed now, the CBDC situation. Okay, you got all these things, these major prophecies, all taking place, within, June to I want to say that, August, September timeframe at the latest. So you could very well be anticipating, a crazy summer. Okay, and with everything else that's going on, you got the talks, okay, about, with the war over there in Ukraine and Russia and China, they're already talking about, the release of an EMP of some sort. Okay, now if that happens, all this will be expedited. Okay, even the elder apostle Tahar even said, once this thing is implemented, things are going to start speeding up, man. Okay, things are going to start speeding up. All right, and all it takes is for one event to take place to shut all this stuff down. All right, almost as if say the internet and the grid goes down completely. Okay, it does something to with this whole debt ceiling situation. We're not gonna be updated, man. They're not gonna let us know, hey, we're gonna witness it, man. We're gonna see chaos in these streets, man. Okay, everybody else is gonna be blindsided. Everybody else is not gonna know what's going on. However, those who are in the know, okay, who've been constantly pushing these videos out, and for those who have been watching these videos, of the apostles, okay, of the elders, the prophets, the men of the Lord, okay, they're going to be aware of what time we're in, you see, and that's the time of Jacob's trouble, you see, a time like never before. So it's really going to be a time to really buckle up, man. Okay, buckle up, knuckle down, it's a term I like to use. Okay, because we're really going to be needing the Lord. Now we need him every day, just to get us through the day, through the monotonous routines of our day-to-day lives, but we're ready. We get excited, man, when we see these prophecies take place, man. We get excited when just the thought of this place shutting down. We get excited to the fact of it being complete chaos out here in these streets, people running rampant. Okay, we get excited. For those who aren't aware or who don't know what's going on right now, to you it may seem as if, I'm a lunatic or we crazy, because we get excited when we hear these things. But in order for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to come in, he's got to move a certain power out of the way. And this is the way that the Lord is doing his, is conducting business, is by allowing these things to pop off, you know, little pockets of you know, events, and ultimately it's going to be a major event that's going to affect everybody. They're saying that the if the internet or the grid goes down, that's going to far exceed the C19, you know. It's gonna far exceed the Plan D. Okay. You know, and even the what's his name? The speaker or the chairman of the WH Oscar. Okay, we got to use code words now, you know, just for the sake of keeping our channel up. But he was pretty much saying that there's going to be they're pretty much anticipating another one, man, another shutdown, another thing that's you know, let me just see if I can find it, you know. But we get excited for these things, man. These are faith boosters for us. I forget his name. Let me just type in that, and then there we go. Here we go. Let's say it's 3 days ago. All right, CBS News, it says, prepare for the next Plan D. Future pathogens will with even deadlier potential than the C19. The WHO chief warns. Okay, you know, and it says the head of the WHO urged countries across the globe to prepare for the next Plan D, warning that future emergencies could be even worse than the C19. Okay, you know, now whether that's say the grid completely going down, you know, or it could actually be a pestilence of some sort. Now you got the Marburg, whatever it is, that's equivalent to EBO Lima Alpha, you know. That's saying it's equivalent to that, and it's airborne in contact. You know, in Chicago, there's cases of the monkey thing that pops back, you know, that's popping back off. Okay, you know, and that could be all another, you know, reason as to why they're pushing a digital currency type situation. You see? Okay, so hey, man, it's a lot of things going on. All right, this is Ecclesiasticus Sirach 36:6. Show new signs and make other strange wonders. Glorify thy hand and thy righteous arm, that they may set forth thy wondrous works. Raise up indignation and pour out wrath. Take away the adversary and destroy the enemy. Okay, because ultimately that's what Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to do. Okay, you know, this is the wickedest this world has ever, you know, experienced, you know, witness, man. You know, there's no other greater wicked kingdom than this here one right now, man. Babylon the Great. You know, Babylon, you know, the sins of this place, man, has reached the heavens, man. Okay, if it exceeds the Egyptian captivity, the Babylonian, you know, and all previous ones, man. It says, verse 8, make the time short, remember the covenant, and let them declare thy wonderful works. Okay, so the Lord is making things short for the elect's sake. Okay, he's about to get us out of here, man. All right, and as you notice, everybody, we all feel it, man. Even those who aren't in this truth, you know, it's you know, I hear people talking about how these days are going by so fast. You know, the weeks are going by fast. The weekends are going by fast. You know, you wake up, you go to work. Okay, You get off from work, you make some time to study, to read, or to make a lesson. You chill for a little bit, eat dinner, you go to sleep, and you do it all over again. It's just, everything is speeding up. So the Lord is making the time short, okay, for the elect, But the Lord, he's about done with this devil, man. He's about done with him, okay? And when this whole Neuralink situation, okay, because we could greatly anticipate it coming very, within probably the next, week or so. All right. It's going to be the selling point of it is going to be, and it's just me speaking as a man, but the witchcraft, of it is going to be, you're going to be able to walk, okay? Because there was a recent study it was the Neuralink was put in a man in his head, and there was a wireless signal being sent to his spine, because it was like they put one in his head and I think another probe or something in his spine, okay, where it affects his movement, his walking abilities. And there was a wireless signal being sent to where he was able to move his legs, move his hips, because he was paralyzed from a motorcycle accident. Okay, that's going to be a selling point for those who are paralyzed, and those who the blind, for people who are blind, who can't see. Now, hey, you get this thing, now you can see. Okay, for hearing. All right, they're gonna do it for they're gonna put it into people's heads to be able to hear. All right, that's that God-like complex, man. You see, because who was able to do those things? Yahweh Shai. All right, Yahweh Shai opened up the ears of the deaf, man. Yahweh Shai gave sight to the blind. Okay, through the Spirit of the Lord, the power that it came off of him, that was put upon even the apostles. Okay, was able to lift for a man, a crippled man, someone who hadn't left his bed or was able to walk. He was able to walk through the Spirit of the Lord, man. This is that God-like complex that this devil has, man. And this is his witchcraft to be able to pull people in. All right? You can't trust this devil. This is that's why the scripture says in Sirach, the 12th chapter and the 10th verse, it says, never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place, neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou at the last remember my words, and be pricked therewith. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beast? You see, who's going to pity somebody to I'm not, we're not going to feel sorry for these people, man, when they go and get this C-hip, when they got all these sores all over their bodies, because the natural body wants to reject any foreign object. When you eat something, when your body doesn't respond well to it, it rejects it. You throw it up, or you it comes out the other end. Okay, when you have an implant or some kind of object in your body is going to reject it. That's just its natural defense mechanism. Okay, that's your body's natural defense. So we're not going to feel sorry for these people who go and bow down to this system, okay, and go and get this C-hip, man. It talks about that in Revelations, the 16th chapter. They're going to have sores all over their body, man. So they're going to be easily identified, okay? They're going to be easily identified. All right? It says, let's jump down, or let's keep reading. Verse 14. So one that goeth into a sinner, you know what? Let me read that again, verse 13. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh the wild beast? To back that up, let me go to Ecclesiastes, the 21st chapter. Verse 2. Flee from sin as from the face of a serpent. Okay? Just as you see a serpent or a snake, you know, coming up to you, all right? You're not gonna stand there and approach the snake. What are you gonna do? You're gonna run away from it. All right, and in like manner, we should be doing that with sin. It says, for if thou comest too near it, it will bite thee. The teeth thereof, as are the teeth of a lion, slaying the souls of men. Okay. And if you take that C-hip, if you take that Neuralink, if you take that charagma of whatever sort, whether it be in your forehead or in your hand, okay, your soul is going to be, and you're going to be slain. Just simple as that. You're going to be through. Right? Let's go back to Sirach 12 and verse 14. So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity? For a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. Okay, he will, you say, so hey, you know, they speak sweetly. Okay, it talks about that in the book of Psalms. Let me get that real quick. What is it? Psalms 50 or 55. Psalms chapter 55 and verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. You see? So, hey, though he was speaking smoothly, okay, letting you know, hey, you can get all these, look at all these look at the advantages you have now in society. Salaki, I'm kind of stuttering. Look at the advantages you have in society now. Okay, you know, everything goes down, the grid goes down completely. All right, there's going to be those, just, I forget what they're called, but for lack of a better word, or just for not knowing the word rather, or the term, you know how like they did those stimulus situations, you know, those stimulus checks. Okay, health, like benefits, like these little benefits. All right, so you can't access your funds. Okay, you got to, here's the loan, here's all this money, here are these little stimulus checks, or whatever you want to, whatever they're referred to as, you know, but you got to accept this whole Fed now CBDC situation. Okay, so boom, you're in, right? Now you're in there, you're in the system, you're a part of you're a part of the system. Now, once they start to enroll or start to, you know, as far as like your medical history or your medical profile, all right, in order for you to have access into all these different things. Now you got the money coming in. You got the money in your system, in your you got the money because now you're attached to that CBDC situation. You know, now that's not, you know, obviously we got to use wisdom, you know, because when, you know, even the Apostle Elder Tahar even mentioned it, you know, and that you know, that's not the mark, that's not the charagma. Okay, now you gotta, we'll be seeing, we'll be paying attention to how they're trying to maneuver all of this. Okay, but now that you're in this CBDC Fed now situation, okay, now you have, in order to you know, I did a lesson on it just a few days ago, and it said had like a list of things, okay, that it pretty much what it would be used for: medical expenses, you know, in order to buy anything or to sell anything, you know, you need this, all right, in order to gain access into certain buildings, okay, the list goes on. Now you got to get this C-hip, okay, and at first it's going to be, you know, like a slow, like, you know, it won't be mandatory right away, but things, whatever, it's going to pick back, it's going to pick up, okay, it's going to pick up to the point where it's mandatory. And then when it's mandatory, it's a wrap, man. Things are going to, it's a snowball effect, okay, and soon thereafter, man, you know, the Lord is coming, you know, the Lord is coming. All right, let's go back to Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 16 again. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagined how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. You see? So when the grid goes down, they're going to have these Walmarts, these malls. There was a mall in, I forget what state, but the brothers was posting you know, pictures and videos on it. But like, there's a mall pretty much that just that's going to be bought out for, you know, couple $100 million. Okay, but those are going to be processing plants. All right, these Walmarts, you know, these major retail stores are going to be used as processing plants. You know, the Apostle Elder Gabar had mentioned, you know, something along those lines, and I believe that through the Spirit too, man. Like a lot of jobs about to be moved out, you know, a lot of jobs about to be taken. Okay, people about to get fired, you know, and therefore they can, you know, start bringing in their medical supplies and things like that, and shutting it down, you know, closing things down. But when all hell breaks loose, where are people going to go? They're going to go to Esau, man. All right. They're going to go and rely on the government. All right. But it talks about in the scriptures in Isaiah chapter 30. It's 30 and 31. But yep, this is 31 and 1. It says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not to unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh by Shem Shai. Okay, so they're not going to be seeking the Lord, man. All right, for one, a lot of people don't even know who the Lord is. Secondly, you got people worshiping false idols and another false god, man. You know, an Edomite. Okay, so only few know who Yahweh Shai are, man. Okay, but they're not going to be calling upon Yahweh Bashim Shai in that day. You see, it says, yet he also is wise and will bring evil and will not call back his words, but will arise against the house of the evildoers and against them that help of them that work iniquity. Now the Egyptians are men and not the Most High, and their horses flesh and not spirit. When the Lord shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down, and they all shall fail together. Okay, so all these people, okay, who are joined hand, okay, will fall. Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 21. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. Okay, so if you're joining hand, okay, with this devil, all right, you're not going to go unpunished, man. You know, you're not going to go unpunished, man, because that's you trusting, all right, you trusting in this devil. Proverbs 16:4, the Lord Yahweh Shai have made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. All right, because the wicked are reserved unto judgment, as it says in Job. I'm gonna come back to that Psalm or Proverbs. All right, this is Job chapter 21. It's like I'm just kind of rolling through the spirit. Lord willing, this is edifying. Job 21:30, that the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction, they shall be brought forth to the day of wrath. You see, so the wicked is reserved for the day of destruction, and that's what the wicked is created for, man. It says, going back to Proverbs 16:5, it says, everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to Yahweh. Though hand join in hand, he shall not be unpunished. You see, they're not going to be unpunished, man. Okay, you know. And that's what they get, man. Okay, for not listening to the words of the Lord, man. Okay, mocking the prophets, or blaspheming the name of the Holy Spirit, in the name of Yahweh Shem Shai and of the Holy Spirit. Okay. Sirach, verse 12 and verse 17. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. He will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance. All right. So pretty much he knows he got you. All right. He tricked you to the point to where he got you right where he wanted you. All right. This devil is mad, man. He's a mad man. All right. This is what do I want? Yep. This is Sirach chapter 40, and I'm gonna read from 1 down to 10. Great travail is created for every man, and heavy yoke is upon the sons of Adam, from the day that they go out of their mother's womb to the day that they return to the mother of all things. Their imagination of things to come and the day of death trouble their thoughts and cause fear of heart. Okay, these devils, man. All right, they're terrified. They're scared, man. This is Job 18:10. The snare is laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way. Terrors shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet. All right, this terror is driving him to his feet. They're starting to see the chariots of the Lord. They created a whole sect of the military, the Space Force, okay, to try to combat the chariots. But little do they know, one angel can destroy the whole earth. Well, the Lord is coming with, millions, thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands, which in other words is millions of chariots, millions of angels, and if one angel can take out the entire earth, hey man, they don't stand a chance, man. They do not stand a chance. This is Job 18:12. His strength shall be hunger bitten, and destruction shall be ready at his side. All right. So these terrorists, okay, seeing the prophets out there teaching, man. All right. They're witnessing these things. All right. They're afraid. Sirach 40:3. From him that sitteth on the throne of glory unto him that is humbled in the earth and ashes, from him that weareth purple and a crown, unto him that is clothed with a linen frock, wrath and envy and trouble and unquietness, fear of death and anger and strife, and in the time of rest upon his bed, his night sleep do change his knowledge. Okay, so this is what he's all feeling, man. This devil is feeling all of these things. He's troubled, man. He's fearful. He's angry. He's jealous of the Yahweh Shem Shai's chosen people. Okay, that blessing wasn't given unto him, man. Okay, and he's mad. Verse 6, it says, a little or nothing is his rest. This devil can't sleep, man. They can't sleep. It says, and afterward, he is in his sleep, as in a day of keeping watch, troubled in the vision of his heart, as if it were escaped out of a battle. You know, so when you're in bed and you're stressing and you're thinking about the next day, you get kind of stressed out and you're trying to sleep and you can't sleep and you just tossing and turning. That's what these devils, man, they're sleep deprived. Because they see their kingdom coming to an end. You see? They see their kingdom coming to an end. It says, verse 7, when all is safe, he awaketh and marveleth that the fear was nothing. Such things happen to all flesh, both man and beast, and that is sevenfold more upon sinners. Death and bloodshed, strife and sword, calamities, famine, tribulation, and the scourge. These things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood. You see? So all these things were created for the wicked, man. All right? All right, so hey, that was pretty much it, man. And that's just just kind of rolling through the spirit, what's going on and everything that's taking place. But man, we really at the end of this thing, man, and we could feel it. All right, we can feel it. We just pray that all this happens sooner. We pray, we wish that this stuff happened today. But it's gonna one day, we're gonna wake up out of our sleep. Okay, we're gonna wake up and everything out here is gonna be different. Or you may wake up to one of those alarms. This is not a test. This is not a test. Warning, warning, warning. Caution. Whatever. Or you may be at work and you witness everything in your workspace, okay, or your job, everything just stopped working. Okay. Then then we'll know. Then we'll know. All right. People can't go to the grocery store, and man, it's gonna cause mayhem out here, man. But it's all gonna happen like this, man. It's all gonna happen quick, So hey, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying, and with that, I want to give all honor, praise, and infinite glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash, and until next time, Shalom.